Right lads, that was painfully slow because there was very little ball spotted. Let's go and play some darts where, having watched these around the TT course, I expect your accuracy to be on point.
Here we go! I just missed all the scores.
Oh yeah, sorry mate.
We have a game of 101.
I'll do.
101, John.
Just messed their scores up. Fucking arm on the board. I was going to get filled in.
We're playing 101. Oh, he's got Mr. Dartman over here.
Tell you what we'll do.
Rub his hands together already.
For a little laugh, we'll have a dart each before we kick into this.
What we're going for?
High score. Bill, nearest Bill.
Nearest the ball.
Nearest the Bill.
See if you can get the GoPro.
I thought that. Oh, I'm not.
Ooh, noting that.
Get the tape measure out.
That's a draw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm.
No, I said you got that, John. Do you reckon?
Yeah, not much in it.
Yeah.
I'm taking it anyway.
No. Go on.
There we go. John, what's it like having Dean as a teammate?
Class. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, obviously watched Dean's career from the start. Really, you know, I was probably top of my game when he started, and like the way he's done it. Bought a bike off eBay, didn't you? Something.
Believe it or not, right? I've been doing a Netflix documentary thing, or whatever it is, the film I've been doing. And then about when I first started, and I used to watch John's onboards. Right, and my first TT obviously was 2011. I had an 07R1. I've still got the bike actually. It's at Cullister's garage at the minute. Right, I got it back recently, and there's a his onboard. My laps of the TT. He passes me on the mountain. Right? Is that right? Yeah, I've got. I watched it on the. I did a thing on it the other day. Right. I got the DVD out. I used to watch when he used to watch me on boards, right? Right, and I put it in.
So this is your first TT?
Yeah, my first TT, right? It's in practice. It's one of your practice laps. They used to sell the practice laps on DVD at Duke, and I always used to get them and sit there and watch them. Do you know what I mean? And we're coming to Guthrie's on, I don't know which lap it was, and the yellow flags are out, so you've got to follow me through Guthrie's. Ah, cool. And there's me in front of on my first material with an orange bib on, you know what I mean? It's in behind Money's Factory Honda.
I got to follow
Dean Harrison's came a long way since then.
You didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's nice to come from amateur to I mean, your career went the other way really. You sort of first went road racing, then sort of went to BSB, then come up through BSB ranks as you've been going alongside the road racing job, which is it's nice. You sort of come in under the radar, and then you come right to the
similarities, but in some sense, obviously, roads, then BSB, yours, you started off obviously in the tracks and came to the roads. Yeah. But again, came from none of it was silver spoon, none of it was handed to you. It's like normal upbringing, had to graft away, and now you both ended up with some great opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just I never stopped believing I could be a TT winner or get to that level. I just kept pushing and pushing. I had a bit of luck at the early on with Paul Bird, who's sadly not with us anymore. But it's like I came to the TT when I was 10 years old with my dad and watched the racing there, and all them were like gladiators to me. Mick Grant, you know, Joey Dunlop, Ron Haslam, all them, Graham Crosby. They were just like. And then you know, something was embedded in my head there, a bit like when Dean was coming with his dad. Dad brought him here when you were younger than that, weren't you? 5 years old.
My first year here was 93, so I'd have been 4.
I was 3.
The only years I've ever missed.
John was 30.
94. That was done my first Northwest though. Then,
yeah.
So,
yeah. The only years I've ever missed is foot and mouth. Is it
2001?
And then COVID.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I've never not been.
These are really TT ingrained, like you
Yes,
say. The difference for me,
genuinely.
like I'd never been to Isle of Man until I was 25.
Also, I remember getting
Like
on my
2015.
little scooter and I'd go watching places and stuff like that. When I was 16, I'd go ride out my scooter.
Did you always have it then that you were like you knew you were going to go on and?
No, do you know what, mate?
Become what
Never
you
in my
became?
wildest dreams did I think I'm going to win this. I bought a bike and I'm going to race, and I just wanted to come and just race here, just to have the experience of it. I don't know. It's just to experience it. I just wanted to have a go. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't. I'll be honest, right? When I first came here my first time, in my head I didn't think I'm going to win. Yeah. I didn't. Everyone's got this thing when I'm going to be a winner. I didn't. I just thought I'm going to come and race.
I look at you and
just
see.
went and did my best. That was it. I didn't think any different.
I see such a determined character. Like when I look at you and I think, I probably find it hard to believe that that's how you thought. But,
it's weird, yeah.
But
now
your strength
I feel
now, your
now.
determination is probably second to none on the grid. And just on that, John, if you were to pick a quality of Dean's and vice versa that impresses you about each other, what would it be? What impresses you about Dean?
His determination, his honesty. I How honesty is. There's no
No
bullshit.
filter.
Like,
Yeah, no filter
it's
like
good.
that,
He says
yeah.
what he thinks, which is good. So you know where you are.
We had a conversation yesterday, and we were actually chatting about things. We said we had a very similar conversation. I said, he's one of the guys that you can have a conversation with in the paddock, and you're having a conversation with him. It's not like he doesn't engage or
Well, I won't tell any lies. I won't tell him any lies.
No,
I want to see Dean progress to win. My job in the team is to try and help.
speed that development up.
Yeah, try. I mean, to be fair, like Dean's obviously sharper than me at the minute on the job, but I'm eyes here at the back of the room, and trying to help Nathan and Dean, and if I can contribute something to it, I've done my job.
Yeah.
It's sometimes nice the pressure's off me. I've been in that position where I've had to do it, but and I've been faster than my teammates, but the roles reversal now. But I'm really happy to hand the baton over to Dean, and when I seen him leading that first 600 race, I was pumped, I was like,
What did you watch?
I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. I held my hand up. When you didn't really, did you? But you just rolled your sleeves up.
Oh, Scott.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't think anyone's seen it, but
No.
when I seen you go through Ginger Hill, I could definitely work out why you were leading the race. Absolutely impressive.
I went Ross's
Committed,
garden,
the desire, it was all on display. It was a great spectacle.
You just looked like a CBR 600 coming on towards me with nobody on it. I don't think you could have tucked your.
couldn't.
You must have tucked your foreskin in behind the screen.
I kept biting my cheeks, right? Because I hit the tank stands a bit. I kept whacking my chin on the tank. I'm like, I've got to get my head down that low.
Well, that's the difference, Winners just.
Winners find a way.
Yeah, they pull rabbits out of the hats, and sometimes when you're on the ropes and you're up against it, you might not have the fastest bite, but it's sweet handling. So
I had to make the most of it.
Yeah, if you're
I
not,
tried my best. That's it.
If you're not there at the start, you're not going to be there at the end.
No, that's what I thought.
Easy to throw the towel in, but you didn't. You fought and fought and fought, and so on the podium is a well-deserved podium. So
Dean, clearly you're getting high praise, determination.
Not bad dance, then.
On this man. That was
Not bad dance, then, boy.
I thought we were playing 1-on-1 or something.
96, I reckon that was alright.
But apparently.
On this man
I can't
here,
count.
what really jumps out about him? Obviously, there's loads of qualities, but what?
Like I say, he's honest. He tells them the truth. We speak. If you don't like something, he'll tell me. Then you know where you stand all the time, don't you? Do you know what I mean? And we have a lot of similarities, I think, in his personalities. If that makes sense.
Well, both dragged up.
No, but do you know what I mean? Just a bit.
I think you're right. Pair of northerners who just want to ride motorbikes and go fast.
Yeah, it's just have fun.
Light trail riding, bit of dirt
And
riding.
had great success at it as well.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
A couple of kids, family man. I'm a family man.
How do you find
Just get
that?
the balance.
Obviously it's this is about you today, but well documented. How the TT was for me and the things I struggled with, and it's something I've never actually really been able to ask either of you. And again, it's not in our script today. How do you find being a dad, race morning? The things that can go through your head here. How do you cope with it? Because I couldn't cope with it, so I need to learn from you.
Yeah, I don't even really think about it, because what's like when I've grown up with it being as a kid watching my dad race, so I don't see it as any different.
Yeah, it's what you came up in then, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So that's how I grew up watching.
Yeah.
From being 4 years old, so I was still watching my dad now. I finished 10th in the cycling race, so I'm still watching my dad go around now. So I can see what on time, right, and think, this time now will be about here on track.
Yeah,
do you get what I mean?
yeah.
So I still do it now.
And it's always been like that for you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know any different.
It's a difficult one, and people call you selfish and etc.
I think we are a bit selfish.
Oh, it's an extremely selfish sport.
Yeah,
Even the time away and
But
what we do. And
you see some relationships, and the kids don't see the parents, they're divorced, or it's a shit fight from start to finish.
Yeah.
And I spend so much time in mine. I spent so many years of quality with them that I've probably jammed more in than.
And the
most.
2.5 weeks you have here with
Yeah.
them is also quality as well, isn't
Well,
it?
they've been to all over the world. They've been to all the races when I did World Supersport, World Endurance Championships, all the British stuff. So the quality of time I've had with mine is probably more than. No disrespect to somebody who's driving a wagon who's away all week and he comes back at weekends, only back for a day, sees his kids, and so I think I've put my effort in. So if anything happens to me, those memories will always be there.
Yeah.
And they'll not starve because I provided them as well. I don't want that to happen, obviously.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a bizarre way of looking at it, but I'm 52. If I had 55 great years instead of 60 years, some people have 60 years, don't they? Two divorces.
And
kids
you and Maisie and Becky have had
absolutely. Just that's
paddock life's cool, isn't it? Like paddock life for kids.
I think for the kids is brilliant. I think it brings them up.
Yeah.
Because they're around it all and they become wiser.
I had Freddie sent to me the other day. He goes, Dad, I think I want you to race Ironman TT again. And I'm thinking, he clearly doesn't know much about the TT.
No, you need to get that side of things.
I said, why is that, son? And he went, I said, is it the BMX track at the bottom of the paddock? And he goes, yeah.
Well, my kids now, both of them, right, as soon as I get here, they get something by it, I'm off to BMX track.
Yeah.
Like, nice you know, the other podium yesterday, I said, oh, where's kids? And he goes, oh, they didn't want to come, they're at BMX track. Because they're just, kids are kids, you know what I mean?
Dad just goes and does one of the best achievements in the world.
I'm running around like a lunatic, they're like, I'm off to BMX track.
They'll spend your prize money in the ice cream bar as well.
Exactly, yeah.
You'll always have that picture of him on the tank though,
I have got them, I've got pictures of them, yeah.
Like you and his...
They came to the Supersport, they came up. They were there for the Supersport race, but the Superbike yesterday, they were at the skate park.
No, that's class, that's brilliant. So bouncing back, obviously rejoining Honda, or you are signing for Honda. How did it come about, and when it came about, was it a very easy decision? Obviously, you were with your previous team for a long time. So
he started. Neil Fletcher mentioned it to me at the TT last year. To us, but I didn't. Obviously, I didn't know Neil then. And then John had mentioned it to me. John has mentioned it to me quite a few times, to be fair. And I've been with the Kawasaki team so long, and the bike, obviously next year it's going to be more a Kawasaki / hybrid sort of bike. And I thought, there's no bike development there to a certain point. It would have been a brilliant motorbike. I did 134 9-mile and I won the senior TT on it. It's not a bad motorbike. Do you know what I mean? At all. But I just thought, I've been there so long, now's a time to sort of move on to a new bike that's a brand new motorbike. Like we said earlier, yeah, we've got a new motorbike and it's got a few teething problems, but it's not going to get worse, is it? We're only going to go better. The first superbike race on it and we've done the fastest ever lap.
Dean Harrison, and fast forward a year's time, is already a faster Dean Harrison.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully it'll just keep going like that. And every time I've gotten at a British Superbike, I've gone quicker around the track. So clearly it's a step in the right direction, and hopefully that just continues.
So talking about that sort of, you're with Honda and obviously you see success for years to come with them. If somebody said, 5 years time, John McGuinness, where are you and what are you doing?
I hate them questions, don't you? I hate them questions.
I didn't write this one.
I know, I hate them questions.
Honda have brought out a nice little twin.
Zimmer for him.
Have you ever rode a Super Twin?
I've never rode a twin, no.
You'd enjoy it, they're good.
But like, imagine in 5 years I'm like 57, and Honda have got a nice little competitive twin. I come and do 2 races at the TT. Park the big bikes up. They're just out of my reach in a minute, but just have a.
And the thing is, you'd
nice
still be competitive.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy McWilliams is still hurtling along on them.
61. Northwest 200.
You keep the fitness up and keep the strength up and keep the weight down.
Just riding your bike.
Yeah.
If you keep riding a bike and you keep your hand in all the time, I think you'll still be there or thereabouts.
I never thought I'd be still here at 52. I mean, I was Joey's teammate and he was 48 and he was old. Bless him, but he won 3 that year.
Mad.
So I'm 4 years older than that. And there's a picture of me and Michael Rutter looking at him on the podium going, geez, how are we going to beat this old codger? And then it just served as a potion. So
So
have you flicked it over to you, Ding? I know it's a question you don't like. 5 years
5 years time, I'll be 40-year-old.
Prime. You'd be in your prime.
Prime then, just winning some would be nice.
Winning TTs.
Yeah, it would, like I said, it's nice being fast, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a position to be grateful for, isn't it, really?
What Bayless world champion at 42?
What? He's a British champion at 40.
40,
So, in Baltista 40.
F1 drivers are now Fernando Alonso, 45 plus.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Like,
age is a number, isn't it?
Bit of fine wine, isn't it?
Yeah,
do you reckon we'll all be standing here in 20 years?
Remember when we said?
I don't know if we'll be standing, but like in 20 years, are we all still going to be competing against each other at Northwest? And I don't know about BSB in 20 years, it might be a bit tough.
BSB will be tough.
Like, will we still be in the paddock? Like,
I'll always be in the paddock. Yeah. I've always said that even if I did start, you'd always come and help somebody, what you ought to do, something in. Because when you love bikes, you just love bikes, don't you?
Well, Max, you're a young lad.
It's football at the minute.
Right.
Everything's just football. I'm not that into football.
So
but football's only 15
quid. There's more chance of you being at a stadium than there is at a paddock with Max.
Yeah, I go down to the National Sports Centre down the road and sit and watch them kick a ball about. You know what I mean?
Football's 15 quid.
Yeah, but football's, let's say, 15, 20 quid for football.
Right, guys, can't say he's a much better at darts or he's our pool.
We
do know, I have heard you're good. Yeah,
I just didn't get in the rhythm there.
Yet to show us today.
We're better off.
I think there's a lot more success to be had on track this week. I still would like to see you running down the promenade. We all know about that.
I've shaved my balls to an inch of the light. So
we can share more about that later. Dean, I think what you've done this week so far has been fantastic. I think if you keep coming with the same approach, you're going to be thereabouts, and continually on that podium and hopefully the top step.
That's it. Keep chipping away.
Good luck, boys, and stay safe.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers, boss. Thank you.